Hi, my name is Joe Albrecht, Managing Partner and CEO of Xngage.
And I'm Sharbel Abushaya, Managing Partner and Chief Digital Officer at Xngage. For over a decade, we've been helping manufacturers and distributors in growing their e-commerce operation. Today, we want to talk about the return on investment and how to calculate it.
That's right, Sharbel. Traditionally, return on investment is computed as sales minus the investment over the investment to come up with how valuable and how positive any initiative is. And we would like to propose in today's episode to expand that definition somewhat and talk about more of a value model in terms of the benefits and discuss precisely what the cost side would be. Yeah, Sharbel, could you share some of the examples that go into the cost side of digital initiatives?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you have the platform licensing, the hosting, all the third-party tools and the costs associated with it, your digital services partners and fees, and internally, your staff, their training, and the digital marketing, and many others as well.
Right. So, and on the value side, then obviously online orders, but also some other metrics that we suggest should be part of this. For instance, the percentage of offline sales.
Exactly. And let me give an example here where typical customer journey in B2B is where a customer is searching their order and building their order throughout the day, maybe at night, and then at the end calling the salesperson to place an order, and that's how your online platform can contribute to the offline sales.
I like that you talk about that journey that the customer has, how it interacts, how they interact with the platform. That goes also along with self-service, right? Self-service events, looking up invoices, order status, maybe getting information about where is the order in terms of the shipment. These are all important touch points that we need to somehow attribute to a value model. An example I want to bring here is Punchout also, which actually ties into the topic of customer retention or customer stickiness. You need a digital channel, you need a digital assortment to support punch-out capabilities. And to your point about offline orders, an order from Punchout could definitely come in as an EDI order and be considered an offline order. So you just need to understand what are all the pieces that ultimately deliver value to your organization.
Another point, Joe, here is how this solution can contribute to the brand value and the exposure. You have to think about your website as the digital storefront to the world. It needs to be modern to serve maybe mobile users, maybe also to serve your SEO activities so you can have a broader reach in different territories maybe. And that's how a solution can help with your brand value.
Which that goes, of course, with efficiency gains, right? Internal efficiency gains are actually the most important piece of B2B e-commerce because you can free up salespeople to attend to other tasks that otherwise are mundane and take time and effort. And one of our clients shared the other day an example and said that they are estimating the internal efficiency gains to be 30,000 hours per year in supporting customers with orders, reducing phone call volume, etc., etc. Great. So now that we have established this model, this extended value model, we want to make sure we create metrics and actually measure those and evaluate those in order to find some way to attribute it to value, to dollar value, right? We need an attribution models of some sort to measure what all these self-service touch points translate to, what efficiency gains we are getting internally, etc., etc.
So Joe, since now we are able to measure the values and we know exactly what is our net cost, if the math doesn't make sense and it's returning negative, should we throw now our hands up in the air and quit e-commerce?
Obviously, that's a potential conclusion, and we have seen along those lines, but probably not a good idea given what we discussed about the future of B2B. But I would say no, you should optimize, because now you have a reference model. You have a system where you can assess what are these costs. Do I need all these costs? Could I lower some of these costs, right? There are alternatives when it comes to technology. There is alternative when it comes to what you should be working on where you should invest in digital. You want to get a model of where's the low-hanging fruit, where's the value, what should I do next? So creating a digital roadmap, all these aspects have to do with the cost side as well as, of course, the value side. So thinking about our last episode where we talked about how it's important going forward to differentiate and to innovate and to create experiences that set you apart from the competition. Think about that in terms of how you can gain more value. If you don't yet have Punch-Out, think about adding Punch-Out support to your web property. Many ways to optimize and tune the system. The key of our episode, I think, is to create that system, that expanded system of how to measure values on the one hand and costs on the other. That's the key of this episode.
Well, thanks for spending time with us today. Follow us on LinkedIn and visit xngage.com to learn more about how you can continue to grow your e-commerce operation. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next episode.